It's broken, I feel.
It's not. You're broken. Okay, mate.
We're live.
Oh my God. I'm
My
joking.
thing's broken.
Are we actually?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, great. I love it when Natalie's in charge.
Yeah, my thing's broken.
So we are going to be talking, going around in a circle, and we are going to be discussing random topics, but it's going to be at will, because that's pretty much what happens in our office anyway. So at any given moment, we could literally just go, let's talk about religion. Let's talk about a cervix. Let's talk, and it's crazy in our office. So I'm going to start it off, and we're going to go around in a circle. So Nat, are you on screen?
Yeah.
People can see you. Okay, so there's myself,
Lucky them.
Hayley Biddles-Eads. We've got Nat, squiggly boggly, because she doesn't like her last name being said. Also known as Wilson, throwing you under the
Dale
bus.
Kerrigan.
And we
Dale Kerrigan, thanks.
And we have the amazing Brittany Mayer, who is our graphic designer extraordinaire in the Be Inc. office. Natalie is the everything lady. I do some other stuff as well. So are you ready to go? I'll
Yeah,
put my
sure.
headphones on
Let's go.
because
Ready?
I can hear your ASMR voices.
It's quite nice.
And
I
it's
think I'd be good at that. Just an
fancy.
ASMR.
All right, so Nat,
Yes.
private schools. What are your thoughts? Private schools, are they good or bad?
Good.
Why?
agree.
You can't just say good.
Good.
Like, why?
I think that private schools are good because it's not necessarily like I went to private school and private school was good for me. I guess the friends that I made at school,
Why? Because they were a particular way.
I
Yeah,
think
right.
because they come from like nicer families maybe.
Oh,
shit.
But also,
People and
yeah,
stuff, no?
well, you know, but I don't know what school you went to, Brittany.
It's a trend, anyway. That one.
I can't talk about
But
it.
I also think the rules and regulations are really good at private schools because they have these rules in place, you know, like your hair, if you're a boy, has to be a certain length or you have to wear your uniform, rules that are then implemented into the workforce. And if kids are so busy trying to rebel against these rules, then they're not so busy trying to rebel against anything else.
What did the school say about your hair? What would they say about
Yeah,
it right
exactly.
now?
What would they say right now?
Do you think that you've continued that
Yeah,
with
100%.
your hair now in your life?
My hair looked like this at
Haley, you're
school.
gonna fire her because of her hair.
100%. I actually
Why
don't
did you
agree.
even hire her?
Well, I don't know. Like,
But if kids are busy,
pulled back neatly, tight.
hang on, hear me out.
Your knee-high socks
If kid,
and your little weird bow.
I wore that at school. That was my
And
uniform.
your skirt? Outrageous.
But you know what? I was so busy rebelling against the skirt length or the ribbon color that I was never into like drugs or alcohol or sex because like the biggest thing on my mind was, can I get away with wearing a green ribbon in my hair today? Or can I get away with having my skirt, you know, rolled over an inch higher?
But can that cause a problem though? Can that give you a bottle up effect so that maybe you're not obsessed with that in your school life, but what about in your adult life?
Do you think because I have big hair and short skirts now that it's a reflection of my high school life?
Well, I did the same thing, and I'm not going around with crazy hair, am I?
So okay, so should we do because this is a new concept? So should we do the same thing for each person and go around? So what are your thoughts on private school, Britt?
I think it's good. I think if
Have you been to a private school?
well, that's all I went to was a private school. No, I think it's good, and I think as outdated as this sounds, I think that it has helped me. Besides you just hired me randomly, like a random person, but anywhere else, it's always helped me get a job, and I always think I have. It's given me like another respect. I don't know. I feel like it was so drilled into me that I have sort of. I don't feel like I would have got that out of
I'm gonna
public school.
I'm gonna be straight up right now.
Hit me.
I have no fucking clue what school you went to, and I hired you.
Yeah, but you didn't even look at my resume.
I did. I looked at your
Yes, you
resume
did.
Yeah, you did.
and
No,
I saw
I
you
did.
went to private school.
I
And
looked-
And I was like,
that's
she'll be nicer.
She'll be nice.
Yeah.
She'll be well
Guys,
respected.
I was
She'll have nice manners.
What about me? I didn't go to private
It's
school.
been banned.
Yeah, but I didn't hire you.
So true. Funny because it's true.
It is true.
I'm the unruly one.
But in saying that, I was at private school, I was the one always getting kicked out. Like I would walk into a class and my teacher would already have a desk outside and just be like, go sit outside. Because I was always, or like the principal would literally come find me and be like, skirt, get rid of it. Makeup,
Get rid of your
later.
skirt. What kind of principal was he?
This is changing the
Was it
subject.
a Catholic school?
Stop.
Sorry, okay, sorry.
Haley, what are your thoughts on private school? Rah rah, fancy pants, private school.
Concept of private school. You know, I never went to private school, even though I think I faked. Well, I don't think I did. I faked my resume when I was younger, and I put on my resume, and I get the stigma, and I obviously clearly, otherwise I wouldn't have faked it. Like I went to Gate Ladies College. Now, anybody that's in the UK that knows Gate knows that that's a crock of shit because it was one of the worst schools I've ever been to in my life. Trashville. So I had to find a better way because I'm a marketer. Gate Ladies College, and it wasn't. It was a co-ed school, but I knew that nobody knew coming over here, right? So I knew the value of that perceived label or badge, if you will, of going to a private school, right?
Yeah.
But how fucking dumb is that? Like, hang on, like.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like over here in Australia, and I mean, especially Brisbane, when you meet people, like even now in my 30s, people will go, and I don't know if it's because Brisbane's so small, but what school did you go to?
Oh no, it's not
Get asked all
Brisbane.
the time.
Well, it's Australia on a whole.
Right. So when I started going out, and this is so odd, and I find it so odd when we actually started going out into these suburbs of Sydney and started like nightclubbing and all the rest of it, people would ask, like you'd be dancing, like, oh my god, so what school did you go to?
But I think is that a way that people either A, try and figure out like, do I know anyone that you know? Like, do we have mutual friends? Or is it a way that people judge your family and go, okay, well, you went to King's College or you went to, you know.
Validating it. And I'm just saying, you know, my experience that I've had recently with my own son dating some people that I was just like, this is not cool. But it had nothing to do with going to private school or not. So having said that, right, when I was a kid, when I had my own children, I was like, okay, they need to go to private school. I didn't have that luxury, so I want to give that to them. I'm glad. Worst time at one of the nicest private schools in Brisbane. He hated it. And he is thriving, not necessarily academically, because they didn't recognize the fact that he's got like dyslexia. And I'm not using that as an excuse, but it was just kind of, my kids are kind of like off the beaten track. They're chip off the old block, right? So they are the rule breakers, except for Chili, because she does my head in. She's a rule maker. It's so annoying. Anyway, we had an argument this morning, but anyway, so for me, I think it's horses for courses, and I think that it's all to do with environment and experience, and I think that there is no right or wrong, and I think it's an awful lot of money when people pay so much fucking attention to a high school education when in the grand scheme of things, it really means so little, because I learnt very little from being in high school other than how to fucking survive.
I don't think it's about, well, that for you obviously is like how you survive. I don't think the education part itself is necessarily the most important part, or I think going to a private school is social and or public school is social. Schooling, especially high schooling, and is about being social and who you connect with, how you connect. And as I said, like they put these rules in place that people don't necessarily agree with. I mean, I know you don't agree with the hair color thing because it shouldn't be distracting or whatever else, but isn't it better that your kid's busy rebelling against those rules than going out and rebelling against, you know?
Yes, you know, I've got funny feeling like that. I don't agree with that, because I would, like, the way I view it, they're getting constrained with the dumbest shit. And the thing is, we are treating our kids like they're stupid. They're not stupid. They know it's just fucking hair. They know it's hair. They're hearing the narratives. They hear the stuff on TikTok, on the Facebook, on the Instagram. They know, right? And they get all these people that are incredibly successful and being celebrated because of their hair, because of the way that they dress or don't dress, right? So they look at the school system and go, you are so archaic. You are so not in touch with actually how the world works. I have no respect for you. So for me, I kind of go, it's so dumb. And I think that if we relaxed on that, we'd have a completely different type of human race. I really do. I believe that.
Do you think that this is like going to change the subject, but on that note, do you think with parenting, similar to schools, with being strict, and because they have that restraint and so they want to rebel, do you think in the same aspect as in parenting that if you are really strict with your parenting, that will your children rebel and or opposed to like, I know my mum was quite relaxed,
Mm.
still had her boundaries, still had respect, but my mum was quite relaxed. So I never did rebel and I never did those other things. Whereas on the other side of things, I know that their parents were really, really strict and they have rebelled, and their course in life has actually gone a bit
crazy.
And
you know what? That's exactly what the
and
school
is that
system, and
because
in
of
my view, when you are talking about things, you place such a huge emphasis. That's awesome that you say that. Huge emphasis on hair, socks, shoes, all this kind of shit that's actually external, right? It's all just aesthetic shit.
Mm.
And none of it is based on like what's going on the inside. So when we have all these kids that are coming up with mental health issues and everything else, I'm wondering why they're anorexic, why they self-harming, why they like desperately looking in like TikTok and doing all these videos and getting their tits out. It's quite literally because that's what they've been brought up to believe, is that they are validated, and you are it's decided whether you're a good person or not because of the socks that you wear, the hair, the cut,
you wear. Yeah.
100%. So I actually think that parenting is reflective, and it's hard because you work with humans, right? So you can get one kid that's kind of like you be a relaxed parent.
Yeah,
And where's the boundary though? Because you have parents that are strict, and for some kids they need that. But then if you have parents that are too relaxed, then their kids grow up in this false sense of, well, I have no accountability, I have no responsibility, I have no consequence. And I mean, I'm obviously the best person to make this call because I don't have kids. So
I know. I was just thinking, it's like, I'm a 23-year-old. I have no place to say anything.
And no, but you've got a lot. You have a connection to a lot of children. So, like, you know what I mean. You're a godparent and a pseudo auntie to a lot of kids.
But I just think that with everyone has their own parenting style, and I would never, as someone who's not a parent, I don't know how to parent. But you just see, what you've grown up with and you know what you've seen. And I think that parenting itself is probably really freaking hard, but you can't be, it's that fine line of being too relaxed, Brit, where your kids just go wild and do whatever they want,
100%.
and being too strict where they do rebel and don't want to talk to you or be a part of you.
Yeah, I've always said that, I've always said that it's, you have to have respect and you have to teach respect. But I think that if you're too strict, that then I feel like your children are just going to rebel, yes, but then you're not going to know where they are at night. Or if they go to their friends, are they having a sleepover, or are they running away and going and not playing with boys? Choose different words. Going off and running the streets with other people.
So we've had Renee come in, and she's commented, I was relaxed with my kids too, and they knew that they could tell me anything.
Yeah.
So they really didn't have to hide anything. I feel now they are adults that it was the openness with them that helped us with boundaries and respect.
Yeah, that's how my mum brought me up, and she always knew where I was. I was always honest with her. She knew what was happening, and I think that's the best way to be. Whereas, like, if you are strict and you don't want to tell your mum, I'm going to a party tonight or whatever, then she doesn't know where you are. So if something actually does happen,
communication.
Exactly, she's not going to know. Whereas I'd rather just know that she was at a party and I can go pick her up later, rather than sleeping in a teenage boy's bedroom.
Yeah.
Well,
shit. Oh shit.
They're teenagers.
Well, it's communication. And if you I've always over the years, and I've worked in childcare before I met Corey. Actually, as I met Corey, I was working in childcare, and for me, you've got to treat children like human beings, not like kids. And that's the thing. I think that's the thing that a lot of adults do. Oh, it's just a kid, or they shouldn't know, like in money matters and like involving them in conversations and things like that. It's important. And when you cut them out or like treat them less than, they're going to treat themselves less than. And you've literally got a window of 7 years before you're done. They've actually formed the opinions of themselves, how, like the fundamentals of how they're going to go through life.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I'm such a good person.
Okay, so I did one topic. How many minutes is that?
So we're up to 14 minutes.
That's sweet. So that's like 15 minutes. So you pick the topic now.
No, Brit can pick the
I
topic.
picked the topic of parents.
No, we're good. You pick.
Did.
So we segued into it. Brett, what's your topic? What's your question? What's grinding your gears? What's getting your goat?
Or just
what's something that you want to talk about?
Talk about religion or something. I don't know.
Religion.
Don't take
Let's
me.
not talk about religion. I know. I actually don't know. I thought the parenting one was good.
It is good.
Well, okay, yeah, it actually was. It was kind of like a beautiful segue. So the hot seat goes back to Natalie.
Exactly. Nah.
I have absolutely.
What's your favorite type of guy? So the other day you said you hate car guys. So do you like? What about farmers, city boys? What do you think?
I don't think the
Not just
viewers
you personally.
care.
Yeah, I care. I want to know.
I don't think the viewers care who I'm trying to.
But that's
I don't know. I want to know more about that.
It's another
I'm not here for anybody else. I just want to get to know you.
I will bring up something that happened in our
This is why I'm
office
behind the
yesterday. Though.
camera.
I will bring up something that happened in our office yesterday. So we had a question that, and I don't know, is this common? I
normal.
don't know.
Can you just give people, please, just set up the premise, like let people know what kind of office we've got here. Let people know.
Not a normal one.
It's
I think
not
they know we're not normal.
We do a lot of professional high level work.
Oh, we do 100%.
Dancing.
We have massive clients, major international clients. And the reason why we do so well in what we do is A, because when we're focused, but B, we also know that we have that time to be ourselves, be creative, be wacky, be wild.
Just
and
most of the time.
we are very much, we're not just a team, we're a little family, and we have open communications. Like Britt was irritated today and she had no problem letting us know that she was irritated.
Put your hoodie on.
I was just
I'm
like,
feeling irritated.
I'm feeling irritated. Leave
We
me
know when
alone.
Britt puts her headphones on at her desk that she's very, like, she's in her zone. Don't bug her or bother her, you know.
But it's open communication. Like, we
Yeah.
all know where we're at, how we're feeling, and I think that's the best way to be, because then you can.
And we
fix
have our
it
little
or-
traditions as well. Like we all get our coffee together every morning, and a couple of times a week we'll all sit down and have lunch together.
Make lunch
and
together,
Make
like,
lunch
Go
together.
get food, which I think
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's, and or we can get up and have a little boogie just to like shake it out and change our moods.
Yeah.
And
Or
it
you
works.
get up and have a little boogie.
I
You were
definitely have seen you
Mate, yesterday you were like
going
next
crazy to Whitney Houston. So
Always. Anytime Whitney comes on, I'm there.
You should have heard this in the car today. Anyway, literally, we are all at those different stages at different times as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were super pumped up today. You were like, "Fucking leave me alone."
yeah, I was just like,
Yeah.
Whereas yesterday, I was like, I was feeling pretty flat yesterday and just kind of like deflated. We had a heavy day yesterday anyway, but you weren't. You were upbeat.
Yeah.
So and it's creating that like equilibrium.
well, that's it. Literally half hour before this podcast, I had my hoodie on. It was tied up and I was just like, oh, but we started drawing like logos and doing things and laughing and like just changing the subject and just, I think we just vibe off each other. Now look at me.
Yeah.
I'm fun.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
are.
I'm good.
But
I'm out of my hoodie.
We got her out of a hoodie, people. We're like, let's have a podcast and get Brit on it. We could do it. No, but this is the thing.
Regret.
No, but no regrets. No regrets. And that's the thing. Like, I think that is key to any working environment. And I think that's probably a crucial thing that a lot of working environments miss.
Yeah.
The ability to actually see individuals for individuals and actually respect them in the moment as well. Because we all do. We have like our weird days and our off days. And we know that when you say I'm feeling irritated, we all run.
But I think you already know that I'm irritated maybe half hour
100%.
before because you can feel my vibrations. Just like,
We're
But
very
that's
nervous.
the thing. I think that a lot of workplaces don't have the flexibility and the freedom to actually express who you are and how you're feeling. And I mean, there's a lot of times where we've come in and we've had, stuff happen at home and, a lot of workplaces are kind of like check your baggage at the door. And it's like, well, how can I be my best self if I'm feeling so low and I've got all this on my mind and everything else?
And you get burnout.
Burnout,
When you get to a point where you compact it all because you literally, how much shit can you pack in your fucking suitcase, in your work suitcase?
and then you're sitting at your desk and it's just building up. But no one has any idea. Like you're just sitting there and then And that's it.
And
yeah.
it
And then you
busts,
just
right?
bust.
And a Facebook user has said, and most workplaces don't allow it. And that's the crazy thing, because we are all individual. We do all experience these feelings and emotions, and we've all got a personal life. I mean, I know it doesn't feel like it for us sometimes because we are here 24/7.
Blink three times.
Blink three times.
Are you wearing a yellow t-shirt?
But and Renee said, yes, a lot of workplaces dictate how their staff should be and put their own expectations onto their staff.
Right.
But I think the crazy thing is, though, and I totally agree, Renee, like a lot of people don't understand that we're like literally in the golden age of opportunity. People can go and get a job anywhere, and don't even start. Like, you can get a job anywhere. There is no... I do not understand people like, I can't get a job. I can't find a job. Like, go and work in a factory. Go and you can get a job anywhere.
Clean. Do you know you could go on Airtasker right now and get a job cleaning?
Yeah.
I did it.
Airtasker, Uber driver.
Fiverr.
There's Fiverr.
As much as I hate to say
so many
that.
things that people can do.
Step on from that, right? Anybody out there that's got no job, right? And you're not working, get off your butt, go to your neighbours and tell them you're going to mow their lawn for free. Right, so
Free.
100%. Right, do that thing. Like, go and get into the mode of giving.
Renee said everyone is replaceable.
Not me. Hey, Haley.
Correct, 100%. She's not replaceable. Actually, no, I don't think everyone is replaceable. I think that there are. Because how can you say that? Like, how can you say that when we place so much emphasis on being unique, and every person is unique, and we all bring different gifts? Yes, can I get someone to do your job if you left? Can I get someone to do your job 100%? But would I get you and the family, the vibe, the everything else? No, because what we have, like over 5 years, over the last 6 years, the last year.
But people say it, like everyone that we come into contact with, everyone's like,
you're close knit.
You guys are just so close, like just like a family.
Yeah.
And we are. And that's why we do good work.
That's why we're amazing. And not just do good work, but just like
this is a massive plug.
I love it's not really beinc.com.au will make you look good.
I'm gonna put it on the banner.
But like,
today's sponsors is Being.
I actually really like coming to work.
Yeah, me too. I say that to everyone.
Yeah, I look forward to coming in on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday. People go, "Oh, Monday-itis." No, I actually don't have that.
I never wake up and be like, "Ugh, work." I never even crosses my mind. I'm like, "Yep, going to work." The worst thing about my day is the traffic.
I know, bloody drive.
Or when you feel irritated.
Or when I feel irritated. But that's okay.
Or when I'm drawing things and showing them to you, you're like, shut up.
And Renee agrees. She said yes, and this is what some bosses need to realize, but that's how they look at their staff. Totally agree, because you build up a trust, you build up a relationship with your staff members. And I mean, I think we're in a classic, we've built up so much trust and friendship over the years that it's just, I've lost my train of thought because Corey's
just poked his head in. No, we've built so much trust and friendship over the years.
But that's what we need to have, because as your employee, you know that you can call me, and ask me to do something, and 9 times out of 10 it's already done. But
it's true. Idiot.
It happened last week.
But, because I love, we all love coming to work every day. And we know even on the down days and the shit days, I've never once called in sick and been like, just because I didn't feel well. Like, I didn't feel like coming into work. If I don't feel like coming into work, I still come into work and I'm like, I'm having a bad day. Like, I want to be with you guys, and I still want to do my job, but I want to be with you guys and just, bounce off you and,
I'd rather
be honest.
come in than have a fucking sick day and lay around and feel sorry for myself.
Yeah, 100%.
I sometimes, I'll literally go, no, I'm dead. But that's...
And I think it's because of the relationship and building that relationship in a workplace is that we commit ourselves more. Like, what's the time now?
5:15.
5:15. I'm sitting here 15 minutes past my time and I'm not worried.
At all. She's itching to get out. I'm not worried.
No,
Get out.
But we're happy to do those things, or if we have to stay back and get something done, we are happy to do it. Like we put in the time because we know, if I want to go get my hair done, Hayley's going to go get your hair done.
Yeah.
And it's that give and take, and I think that's why it works so well. It's just like it's not work really.
And it's frustrating when you get like kind of like archaic type of old school mentality that comes in. It's like, no, you must work, you must do, and it's just like,
but that's what turns people into clock watchers.
Do you know what shit? Like, there's a lot of bosses that are like, I don't like clock watchers. Yet they're the bosses
that
are
are
the ones
clock
that are actually
watching.
clock watching.
Yeah.
So odd.
And that's what turns people into.
Yeah.
You're not doing this for me, so I'm only going to do my hours. I'm only going to work till 5 o'clock. I'm going to take my full 30-minute lunch break and my
to the minute.
To the exact minute. And I've worked in a workplace like that before, and it wasn't
awful.
It was not fun. It was awful.
Well, you're looking for your break. You're working
Desperate
and
for
you're
it.
just literally watching the time, going, when can I take my 15-minute break? Because I don't want to do this. I don't know about you guys, but it literally gets like 1 o'clock.
Brittany, you literally need to set an alarm on your phone so that you can get up and go for a walk.
I have
because
2
if
alarms.
you didn't, you wouldn't get up from your desk.
I have 2 alarms to say get up and move, because I just don't. I just keep going.
Actually, we scream at you though to get up. Like,
Yeah.
we made you get up today.
Yeah, you guys make me get up because I'm just like I
Get
don't
up.
even realize the time. It's just I enjoy what I do.
Or especially when you start to get frustrated, and it's
Yeah.
so stupid because even your shit work is like next level good. It's just that you are such a perfectionist.
You're so obsessive.
Oh, it's good though. It's good. It's great.
Yeah.
But you will like literally sit there, and I'm like, get up.
Yeah, just get. And do you know what? If I got up and walked away and came back, I'd be like, I'd probably have it.
Or stand back.
And I know
too.
that. I used to do that at uni all the time. I used to sit there and write. I'm a creative. I don't write essays, but I used to sit there and have this 2,000-word essay to write. And I would sit there and I would spend literally the whole day. I would sit there the whole day and have written 100 words because I literally couldn't do anything. But and then I just go the next day and I wrote the whole thing. It's like, if I had just stopped and walked or gone and done something, I probably would have written it. But no, I sat there and I was persistent, and I was just like,
Renee just
doing
said
nothing.
she can't stand micromanagement. And I have to say, I totally agree. There is nothing more off-putting, or I think it's more pressure as well. Like if you're someone and you micromanaging, it's awful.
It's actually
stuff doesn't get done.
It's a way of saying, I don't trust you and what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And you need to be able to trust your employees.
100%. I mean, except for you, because you're dodgy.
Yeah, I'm dodgy.
I'm always
Totes
looking at it.
dodgos. I just want to go back to what Brittany was saying, but like, when you like, especially in the creative space, because I'm so passionate about creative, and I think it does my head in that people really disrespect creatives.
oh yeah,
I hate it. Like they don't understand the time. Like, okay, that's a nice logo, or that's and
you draw pretty pictures for a living.
pictures.
and
Yeah,
it's
well,
just
you
like,
try and draw the pretty picture.
It took me 3 weeks to do a logo. Like,
But
But people don't understand what happens behind it.
Yeah, there's a lot behind it, and we're not going to go into that. But that's
me the wine.
but that'll be a good podcast to talk about, like what actually goes into a brand and how to create one. When you go to Goma or like a museum, right, and you go and look at some art and you're appreciating the art.
Yeah.
You do in a moment, like you sit at your desk all day, every day, like you're this close from your screen. But
glasses.
Right, but 10% of the time is you go up close to check the medium. You're like, how did they do that? What have they used? Oh my God, it's so interesting.
Yeah.
But 90% of the time is standing back and enjoying and looking at it from a whole picture.
Yeah.
And looking away, breathing. And that's why you'll see people in art galleries sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Looking at it, just going, what is that making me feel?
Yeah.
What does that make me do? What does it make me? Does it give me goosebumps? What journey do I go on? And this is the thing that people don't get about the creative industries. It's like it does my head in. It's literally like music that you can't hear. It really is. It's music for the eyes. And there's not enough. Well, there is. There's some of the greats, but anyway, go on. What are we done?
Go on, Nat.
Go on, Nat.
What?
Are we done?
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to what you're saying because I totally agree. And as someone who is not necessarily creative the same way you guys are,
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm
You don't
She
have a
actually
design
does
eye.
all the design eye. She has the design eye. She likes to tell me every day.
I have my design eye.
Let me just come in here. I just think you should just put that down a bit.
Well, Naomi has said the next time I look at art, it totally changes. So that's the thing. Like you can look at a picture one day and feel something, and then you can look at it another day and feel something completely different. And
Yeah.
I have a painting in my house that my best friend's mum did for me, and it is incredible. And every time I see it, I feel something different. I see something different. Like it's just insane how, you know, you're right, Haley, it is music for the eyes, same as you hear a song, depending on what mood you're in, depends on how that
you feel
song
about it.
makes you feel.
And isn't it interesting? Because we went recently, actually, Corey's just walked in the studio, but we went recently to the museum, took the kids, right? And you know what the museum's like.
I literally went on the weekend.
Right,
Yeah.
so different sections. And
Yeah.
how cool is that to do that anyway as a creative? It just
Yeah,
kind of like,
I love it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
So like you go to
I just like the restaurant.
which one? Because some of them are
The
shit.
Goma restaurant.
So you go to different sections, right? And you kind of like walk in one space and it is full immersion, right? So you feel like, is this something I can get behind?
Yeah.
Does this make me feel something? And I will stand there and be like, I just want to stay here forever. Like,
Yeah.
and then I want to call my mates in or the kids. I'm like,
Just
where's
shake them,
Ripley? Where's Blade? And I get mad at Corey. I'm like, where are you? And he's like, I'm over here, but he's in his world.
His world, yeah.
Watching, and I go into his, and I'm like, that's gross.
Yeah, because you don't respect, like you have different
Subjective,
things.
yeah. So, and the same token of like why I say it's like art is music for the eyes is because some genres speak to you more than others.
And there are so many different ones.
Celine Dion today, Goosebumps in the car, whereas like if I listen to Metallica, I don't get the same thing.
You don't?
Actually, there is one Metallica song.
Give us a demo.
I'm not going to do it today.
All right, girls.
Today.
We're wrapping up.
We're going to wrap up.
How rude. She really
were talking.
We're about to talk about Metallica. No.
All right.
So I think that, well, you just cut me off.
Well, we've
You're
had a couple of
really-
different conversations today.
We
We've
have.
discussed schooling, private school versus public school. We've
Parenting.
had parenting. We've had workplace. We've had creatives. So
Museums, Metallica.
exactly, Metallica versus Celine Dion.
Gems.
I'm going to put a poll out. Who do you prefer, Metallica or Celine?
I like them all.
Tough choice.
So, anyways, all right, we're at the 32-minute mark, so we do need to go.
Okay. All right. So I want to say thank you. And thank you to, like, literally, if you are following our stuff, so you need to go and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe and follow us. I don't know, 53 ways we don't.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
For the love of God.
Naomi wants to know what was the situation in the office yesterday. And
yeah.
Corey also asked
Okay.
for it. I never got to it. So basically, and I don't know if I'm a big idiot or if this, and I think a lot of people were in the same sort of category as me. Do you know what a cervix feels like?
Oh my God.
Britt was gorgeous and she created
Where is
a dummy.
It's in the other room.
It's on my desk. Britt created a dummy for me, but
She's
we
going to expose herself.
wanted
Not
to
literally.
know we wanted to know. I wanted to know what did a cervix feel like, and anyways, that was
Why?
because I wanted to know.
Oh. You brought it up. I'm just saying.
They asked what the situation was yesterday, and I said to them, the situation is we wanted to know what a cervix felt
Can I
like.
just put it out there, right? How many people that you
Knows what their cervix feels
No,
like.
Hang on, because that's not the best part. You want to know the best part? Is Natalie came in and she's like, guys, I need to know like that. Like, I need to know what your cervix feels like. I was like, I beg your pardon. So she proceeded to ask us all individually to go and actually figure out what our cervix felt like so that we could actually confirm with Natalie that her cervix did indeed feel like a spongy bit of thing.
Why? Why?
Naomi
We were
is
so
so
close.
sorry that she asked.
we were so close to finishing without embarrassing ourselves, and here we are.
No, fuck it. That's who we are.
Hopefully, people
So-
let us so much the end.
Can I just say I was very impressed because you actually like from description to making it tactile.
Yeah, Britt made me a cervix
Holy shit! It was
to
so
feel, to compare.
Exactly the same.
It
exactly.
was. Made me feel much better.
And it wasn't an awkward situation at all. And we don't condone sexual harassment in the workplace.
It wasn't
Disclaimer.
sexual harassment. It was scientific
It's okay, we're
questioning.
family, it's fine.
Research. And also,
I think that's not
I need to
fine.
stop talking. Let's finish this.
let's wrap it up.
Right.
Thank you for like indulging us in our frivolity. Probably going to do this a lot because this is actually what
This was really just an excuse to unirritate Britt.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Get
good.
her out of a rut. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon. Cheers.
See ya.